If I find my way home, yeah.
On this week's episode, we end the show with sports scores. That's right. We give you all of the football game scores. So you got to stick all the way to the end to find out what happened in football. Oh boy, Scott loved that.
It was awesome.
And we talked a lot about food.
We did. And Steve was
Because
talking about drinking his food. I'm like,
I'm not
man,
going to eat
yeah.
food anymore. Yeah, I'm just going to drink food for a month and a half. If I want to eat it, if it goes into a blender and becomes liquid and I can drink it through a straw, I can have it. If not, can't eat it.
Yeah. You know what else? We talked about cars, a new car thing, and we haven't done that in a long time.
Yeah. Oh, we talked about F1 racing. Woo, look.
Ooh. And F2 racing. No, didn't talk about F2 racing. We did talk about a second race, but it wasn't.
I think we
F1.
talked about FU racing.
Oh, yes, we did that too.
So
And
stay
don't
tuned.
forget to do drugs in Chicago and get a flat tire.
Okay.
If I find my way home, yeah.
Welcome to the Don't Know Show. It's your time to unwind and leave your worries behind. This is a show being hosted by a robot and a human. So stick around and enjoy and tell your friends you saw and listened to a
Yeah,
show.
Don't
hosted-
shout a robot. He's the robot. Don't shout him. See what happens when you it's weird. So, but anyway, he's the robot. I'm the human. He's Steve. I'm Scott. And this is a tale of how bad life decisions led to a YouTube show, a podcast, and a live Twitch stream. And in all actuality, even though he's really, really good at sitting perfectly still, that looks weird. Ah. What does it say here? Yoo-hoo. Yeah, your head just moved. You did really good, but that moved. Testing, testing. Ooh, what does that say? Do.
So Scott, what's going on with you?
Hey, it was a good one. You held that longer than I've ever seen you hold one. And now you're guggling. See, I saw your head bob just a little bit, but you managed to keep your eyes from moving. And that's hard to do.
And I didn't blink.
No. Well, you know, sometimes blinks are so fast you don't see them.
Or you're blinking at the same time I'm blinking.
That's weird. So anyway, what about the pictures behind us? Are they important?
Well, mine is that time of the year again. It's supposed to be getting cooler. However, it has not been. It's still 100 degrees out here. And we're going to drop a whole 1 degree and be 99. Oh, big deal. This is
full
freaking
front.
ridiculous. We're having heat advisories out here. It's ridiculous. I heard you had hot weather, but that behind me is the F1 racetrack again that they're shutting down streets and people are getting pissed and lawsuits have started and all kinds of fun stuff about the F1 race coming here to Vegas. Although this year we will have 2 races. So there'll be an F1 race and a lower, what do they call that? Lower tier?
Lower Wacker Drive?
No, we're going to get to that in a bit.
Okay.
That's one of our subjects later. A lesser, I don't know, another race, a different kind of cars.
Okay.
Not as fast.
Like midget cars? That would be fun. We had like 6 midget cars go by today this weekend.
Go by?
Yeah, they drove right past the house, and you can't miss the sound of them when they go by. They sound like
On a car, not on a trailer?
no. There was a car show. They do whenever there's car shows. They bring these cars, and then they drive around town.
Gotcha.
Kind of like what do they call that with the cards?
And so for those of you who don't understand what a car show is, it's where they bring cars and you go look at them. So it'd be really
there's all different kinds, but usually they're antiques.
really kind of dumb if you had a car show and then there were no cars.
Yes, it would be dumb.
Because then it wouldn't be a car show.
No, then it would be a people show.
They're advertising a huge car show here that's going to be on the Wynn Golf Course. Ooh, it should be a Desert Inn golf course.
Okay.
All these cars, you can come walk up and down the golf course and see these cars on the golf course.
Okay.
Me personally, I want to golf on the golf course.
I was going to say, if there's cars there, they're not golfing. Yeah, that's exactly what you hear. Or crack.
Oops.
Beep, 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 beep. Where's my lawyer?
Yeah. So it's F1 time again. I don't know what the other don't know show doesn't know.
Well,
I don't like the F1 race.
Now, the F1 that's the not the Indy looking cars. Those are more like stock cars, or they are the Indy cars.
Yeah, they're the Indy cars, and there's only 10 teams, 20 cars on the racetrack. Usually, whoever gets the pole position wins the race because there's not a lot of
way to pass, right?
Places to pass. So it's really short. People think it's like this really long race. They don't refuel anymore because of the dangers of it. So they only run on one tank. They only have 15-minute warm-ups. They only do 3 of those and then 1 qualifier. And then the race. So it's not like, there's lots of opportunities to go see what's going on. So it's kind of weird. So FIA Formula One World Championship.
Okay.
So that's the F1. But I don't know what the other race is going to be.
Yeah.
It doesn't really say on the
you got stock cars. You got the mid cars.
It's
we know it's not a drag strip because those are straight.
F1 access. I don't know. Who cares?
Obviously, not you.
Not me.
Because all it does is screw up traffic patterns for all the people trying to get to work and do other things.
Yeah, it's kind of sucky.
And it only brings in $300 million.
Oh, it brings in a lot of money, yes. And then you got the whiny driver. I don't like it because it's at night. It screws up my sleep. That's what they did last year. No,
yes, I remember that. I actually remember that episode.
And I was bummed out about the guy who won it. I was like,
yeah. And then they make you only have X amount of time up in the stands, and there was a delay, and then those people were told they had to leave because the next people
because they weren't going to pay overtime for security.
See, I remembered something.
Yeah, wow, that's amazing.
Ooh.
Oh, it's amazing, ladies and gentlemen. But that's my picture behind me. What is your picture behind you? It looks like it's
a forearm. It is a forearm close up, Steve.
Looks like somebody's belly.
It is not. It is a forearm. As a
like
matter of fact,
butt.
It is this forearm. You notice the bandage.
Well, why is the bandage is not in the right spot? Put your arm back up with the bandage. Do you notice the top of the bandage looks like the owie is sticking out of it? You see that?
Well,
it's red.
Kind of, sort of, but it's not. It's okay. First of all, let's explain to people what this is. If
it's a way to
at any point in your life,
you froze. I froze or you froze. Somebody froze this time. That was an actual freeze.
Okay.
So
I seem
let's
to be
wait
moving.
till
You
that
seem to be.
till
Now
you get
you
back
froze
and see what's
it.
going on.
Yeah,
there you go. Now
you're
back. Did you notice that was a real freeze that time?
Yes, your internet connection is unstable.
That was a real freeze.
Okay.
Okay, go
But
for
anywho's, what this started out looking like was maybe a zit that got popped, but then it scabbed over, and then you take a shower and the scab comes off, and you got like this little mini volcano on your arm, and it lasted for months, and I'm like getting concerned, so I made a doctor's appointment, and the doctor said, no, I don't think there's anything. It's probably like an age spot type situation, blah, 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 blah. And I said, both my parents had skin cancer because we spent as kids and stuff a ton of time in the swimming pool outside. So,
and you have a swimming pool.
Yes, and and I'm saying like I've had it at the point of the doctor's appointment going on 10 months. I'm like, it just doesn't ever go away. And this is concerning. So they made me an appointment for November because the dermatologist that was on staff retired. And the new dermatologist didn't start until sometime in September, but they didn't have her schedule yet. So they could not do anything earlier than November. And I'm like, I'll drive farther because this is kind of concerning. Yeah. Right. It's kind of concerning. And they say, nah, it's probably nothing. You don't have too much to worry about. So we'll just get you, as soon as we find out when we can get you in, we'll get you in. So
are these farm doctors you're going to see? Do they normally work on?
This is a big operation. Yeah. So I get a phone call.
Again, big operation.
It's Aurora Medical. They're huge.
That doesn't mean they're good.
Well,
that just means they're big.
Yeah.
I mean, they churn you through like a number.
Yeah.
That's not good healthcare.
I finally got a phone call saying, hey, we got a schedule.
Wait. When are you accepting that as good healthcare?
Well, first of all, like a typical guy, I only go when I have to go.
Most people only go when they have to go.
Well, yeah, that's true too. So, but I've got my DOT physical every year. I've got my diabetes physical, or not physical, but lab testing twice a year. So I'm in there a couple times, 3 times a year minimum. And if I have a concern, I talk to them about it, and they usually answer pretty quick. But this one concerned me because of my parents. So finally they called me and said, hey, we get you in on September 16th. What was September 16th, Steve?
So they take a look at that and they go, oh my God, it's September 16th. You're old.
Yes, it was my birthday. So I went in and the dermatologist looked at it and she was super nice.
So,
very
okay, so let's go back to your birthday. So normally what they do is they ask you, what's your birthday? So they make sure you're working on the right person.
Correct.
And you keep giving the date and they go, no, sir, not what today's date is. What is your birthday?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, it's September 16th. No, sir, not what today's date is. What is your birth date?
Yeah. I did that joke to somebody already.
Go ahead. Oh, did you really?
Yes, I did.
They got it?
So, yeah, well, at first they didn't.
Oh.
It took 3 tries until it's ding, 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 ding. Oh, my God, it's your birthday. It's like, I was telling you that.
What's today's date?
Yep.
Well, so they go, what's your birthday? Today's date.
Yep.
Sir, I'm going to ask you what today's date is. What's your birthday? Today's date.
Yeah.
Okay.
So anywho, the dermatologist, took a quick look at it using her cool little thing there. And she says,
wait, time out. For those of us who have not been to a dermatologist before.
Yes, I realize.
Is it a magnifying glass or
it is a lighted magnifying glass that as they turn it, it focuses in and, shines light right in.
That's called a microscope.
Kind of, except it's handheld. So it was pretty. Yeah, most microscopes that I grew up with were sat on a desk. You stuck your eyeballs to it. You turn knobs.
How many different types of telescopes are there?
Probably a lot. So yeah. So I get your point, Steve. So
anywho, you can't see.
She looked at it and she says, because you've had it so long and it keeps coming back, I want to do a biopsy. It's probably nothing, but we should always check. So they stuck a needle in my arm 5 times with lidocaine on it so that I didn't feel it when they excised the biopsy material, right?
So why don't they just cut it out at that point and just say, okay, it's gone, because they're cutting it open anyways to get the biopsy and then let you know whether it's benign or.
Exactly.
What are your choices besides benign?
Malignant. Those are your 2 options.
Got it.
So,
okay.
But I agree, because when they call me back with, 4 days later saying, yes, it's skin cancer. We need to get you in. And
is it malignant or benign, or they don't know?
It is I don't have it on this computer. Something carcinoma. So it's definitely cancer. So it's not benign. It's malignant. But it is the most common, most treatable, and least deadly skin cancer you could possibly have is this
Yeah, you
blah,
catch
blah,
it
blah.
in time,
cancer.
but you've had it for 10 months.
Right. So, and then they only can't get me in until October 30th. To finish the job, which sucks because now this is almost healed. It's like, really?
And they can evade neighbor tissues and spread throughout the body and lymph system through the blood.
So basically what they're going to do is cut it open, cut everything out, including some good tissue, and then sew everything up. This one they didn't sew up. They just put a Band-Aid on it. They just took the top of it off to find out.
That's crazy.
So if you guys
again,
ever see something like this, please go to your doctor and say, hey, I know somebody that has one of these and it's cancerous. So let's fix this right away. See, that was your public service announcement for our show. Yay. I wonder if we could get bonus points for that.
A melanoma, an unusual growth or a change in a existing mole. That you have melanoma? Basal cell carcinoma?
That is correct. Basal cell carcinoma is what I have.
Okay, so not squamous cell, but basal cell.
Right.
Okay, basal cell carcinoma is a type of skin cancer. Basal cell carcinoma begins in the basal cells, a type of cells within the skin that produces new skin cells as old ones die off. Ooh.
Right.
Basal cell carcinoma appears as light transparent bumps on the skin, although it can take other forms. Basal cell carcinoma occurs most often in areas of the skin that are exposed to the sun, such as your head or neck. But this was your arm.
Yes.
Most basal cell carcinomas are thought to be caused by long-term exposure to UV radiation from the sunlight. Avoiding the sun and using sunscreen may help you against these.
That is factual information, Steve.
I know. I just read that.
Mm-hmm. And of course, since I've got over 2 million miles driving, and during nice weather, a lot of times, like most guys,
got your arm out the window?
Window down, arm out the window. Yep.
Huh.
See?
That's weird.
The things you could learn from our show.
That sucks, dude.
Yeah, I'm not too thrilled about it. You know, I mean, prognosis is very, very good, but still, I mean, this was not comfortable when they did this. Again, like I said, 5
shots. You were shot up?
The needles freaking hurt. I felt nothing when they took it off because that worked. But those needles, oh my God, it's like shoving a 2x4 in my arm. It hurt so much.
They did a really bad job of injecting you because I give blood. And do you give blood?
Yes, no problem giving blood. As a matter of fact, we just got our flu shot and our COVID shot today.
Well, what's the difference?
Felt nothing. I have no idea, none whatsoever, why that hurt so bad.
Well, why didn't you ask?
Well, I don't know why I didn't ask, Steve.
You take this whole medical thing just for granted.
Yes. I trust that they will kill me at some point.
Soylent Green is made of people.
Yes.
It's weird.
It is. But they never make sandwiches out of it. You know, peanut butter and Soylent Green. That would make sense. But no.
You're weird.
Yes, I am. But at least I'm not boring.
Are they going to give you any drugs?
Sorry, Goops. I have no idea how this is going to go. I'm sure I'll get more
Ask?
information. No, I did not ask. They asked me like 20 minutes worth of questions. Yes.
So you go in, they cut you, and you come out.
Yes. Well, they go in, they cut you, sew you up, then you come out. You don't just come out. That would be bad because you'd have this hole in your arm and it'd be bleeding freaking all over the place.
It'll heal.
Yeah, theoretically.
And when are you going in?
October 30th.
Wow, a month.
I know.
That's ridiculous.
That's kind of what I thunked, but
It could get worse by then. Did you put a tourniquet on your arm to save it?
that wouldn't save it.
Why not?
You put a tourniquet on your arm for any length of time, your arm dies. Duh.
In World War Z, the guy cut the girl's hand off to save her.
That's a different thing. All right, so what do we got?
I don't know. Read the first subject.
The first subject asked if I saw anti-drug campaign in Chicago. How would I see that? I'm not in Chicago.
I don't know how far the advertising goes.
Oh, this is advertising.
Well, it's an anti-drug campaign.
Okay. So don't drive on LSD. You might get a flat. Why would being psyched out on LSD make you flat?
Huh? So say that again?
Why would being psyched out on LSD give you a flat?
Wait,
Are you confused?
I am confused because, here.
Don't drive if you're on LSD. That's acid. If you got acid in you, you psychedelic out. If you psychedelic out, why would you flat? Does that mean flatline?
What is LSD in Chicago?
Oh, I see. There's a second line. Flat tire. Get a flat tire. Okay, that is a whole different thing. Resurface work on
Over in Sky-Fi.
All day long, we have been getting reports from the traffic people calling in of multiple flat tires southbound on the drive before Belmont due to that change in pavement grade. You can kind of see where it grooves there. We'll call it the groove line there. And if you want to leave your worries behind, slow down is what I'm told. Basically, if you are driving faster, that change in grade will go down, and that is taking out tires. We've heard of at least about a dozen flat tires, including these people right here south on the drive in the roadwork zone before Belmont. So slow down, maybe take an alternate route, and that is causing a bit of a delay as well.
Ooh.
So who does a construction zone on a busy street, keeps the lanes open, that if you drive on it, it's going to get your tires flat? And then you know what they say? Oh, well, it was a construction zone. We're not paying for your tire.
Right. Because the sign says you can only do 30 miles an hour on this zone, and you were doing 50.
It's bullshit. What kind of construction are they doing?
They said resurfacing.
Okay, how bad are you resurfacing it to cause the tire to go flat?
No kidding.
I'm thinking somebody doesn't know what they're doing is what I'm saying.
I don't disagree with you on this at all.
Or
they knew exactly what they're doing and they thought it was funny because, we have stupid ass people in the world.
That's just crazy, though. How could you do that to people and not care? So I just want to know what's going on with the world. I'm starting a new campaign, Scott.
Okay.
And my new campaign is remove all the warning labels.
Okay.
It's time to thin the herd.
All right. Well,
we have.
I was kind of hoping the pandemic did that, but it didn't do it enough, I guess.
Because we protected everybody. We need to start thinning the herd. If you're dumb enough, yes, I said dumb. If you're dumb enough to take a bath with an electric hair dryer, then you get what you deserve.
Sure. And hopefully before you procreate.
But there is a warning label on there that says don't do that.
Okay. Now, you do realize that warning label is not on there for the person. It is there for the companies for lawsuits.
Right.
Because the person's still not going to read that label.
Right. But we still should just take all the warning labels off. If you're that dumb, then I think there are no more. Okay. In some places, there are mountain lions roaming the streets.
Yes.
But in most places, there are not mountain lions and tigers roaming the streets.
Lions and tigers and bears. Oh, my.
But have you seen the stupid people in the Taurons? Instead of morons, they're Taurons. The people who go and take the pictures by the wild animals. They try and get closer and closer and closer to them, including bears and elks with big antlers on.
Sure.
And then the animal turns and wham. Or you got those stupid people who in the bull arenas where they throw down hula hoops and then they let the bull loose. And if you jump out of your hula hoop, you lose. But if you stand there and let the bull ram you, you lose. It's the last person standing. Like, what is going on? I think we need more competitions like that, actually.
Well, yeah. The winner of that is the only one that's allowed to procreate because you're obviously strong enough to be,
No, they win a whole $100.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, if you're willing to do that for $100, I think we need to have those competitions more often.
Yeah, exactly.
Because even the winner's a loser. So it's just, I know we don't talk politics. However, what is one of the things that people want? They want term limits, right?
Yes.
We are so stupid. Do you know that term limits are already in? Did you know that?
Well, there are for certain things, but not for everything.
For everything.
Well, I know the presidency is, but I thought
for every elected position, there's a term limit. You know what it's called?
No.
It's called an election.
Oh.
Okay. Vote them out.
Yes.
There's your term limit. We have the power. Vote them out.
Well, you would think that would be the case, but
no, but we're too stupid.
They managed.
We don't have people standing in hula hoop rings in bull rings.
They managed to get it to only 2 or 3 parties that actually make it onto the ballot, so it's very difficult to vote anybody out.
Anybody can get on the ballot. Just vote them out. I'm going back to, remember, what was it, two elections ago, where I said, if you're an incumbent, I'm voting you out. There's your term limits. Vote them out. I say we put them all in a bull ring and throw down hula hoops, make them stand in the hula hoops. Yeah. And the last person that the bull selects gets elected. And every year, that's how we do the elections.
Okay.
What do you think?
It's not practical, but I like it.
Why is it not practical?
Well, it's just
can you not get a bull everywhere? Are there not bull rings in like almost every state in the United States?
Oh. Yeah, because they do the bull riding contest, right?
Right. So what's not practical? Do you think we'll run out of hula hoops? We're obviously not going to run out of stupid people to stand in the hula hoops.
Yeah, that's true. But how are you going to get the politicians to do that?
That's how you get elected.
Oh. Okay.
You want to be elected? Go stand in a hula hoop.
Okay.
What?
The whole thing about politics is
what scares you is it makes sense.
You get ahead by knowing how to screw everybody else. So,
well, let's see if the bull screws you.
There you go.
That'd be a whole nother part of the competition.
Well, it is a bull, so I suppose it's a possibility.
You're still in the hula hoop.
That's right. All right. What do we got now? Oh. I know where this is from.
Where's this from?
It's from Idiocracy.
What?
Costco, the large Costco where everything's there. Absolutely everything. You get your legal stuff done there. You can buy a tent there. You could buy a house inside. Yeah.
So you see it's officially happening, right? Costco officially broke ground on their 800-unit apartment building. 800 units. Not only is this Costco going to have a Costco warehouse center in it, but it's going to be a whole city block. And guess where they're building it?
I'm going to have to say Hollywood.
Yep. It's going to be the Baldwin Village neighborhood of South LA.
Ooh.
Costco is officially under construction. This mammoth building will be the first new housing unit in the city to move forward under the state law AB 2021, which was designed to combat California's housing crisis.
Interesting.
So they are going to build this 800. Do you know how many units? 800. Now, you lived in some apartment buildings when you first got married.
Yes.
Do you remember how many units there were?
I want to say there was 12.
12 units.
Well, per building.
In the
and
building.
There was, I want to say 8 buildings. So.
Okay. So what is 12 times 8?
You would do this. My math is not that good anymore.
What's 10 times 8?
Well, 80.
Okay. So it would be 10
60
times
more,
that.
96. Yeah.
It'd be 10 times that.
Right.
And remember how big that was.
Yes.
So
yeah,
look how
international.
it's going to be. Look at that. It's a
So
whole
our-
street block.
When you buy one, is it a condo or an apartment complex?
It's apartments.
Okay, so all the employees that are working in the warehouse can rent in their apartments there, so they don't have to drive to work.
Apartment building.
Yep,
Rent
that's pretty smart. See,
Costco, and they have delivery service. Well, I don't know if they have delivery service in there, but you're in the store. Maybe you just take the shopping cart in the elevator up to your apartment.
Right.
Since you don't get bags or anything, anyways.
Exactly.
That's all the only picture they have of it. That crazy though? Look at the size of that thing.
Yeah.
100.
It's like all the stuff that came because of Star Trek. Idiocracy's finally, somebody saw that and said, "Hey, that might not be a bad idea."
Why are you jumping subjects today?
I didn't jump any subject. I went right to but that wasn't a TV show. That was a movie.
Star Trek was a TV show, Scott.
Well, it was also a movie. So okay. Okay, Steve.
You're jumping subjects today.
You know that I don't do segues anymore, so that just came.
I'll let you take over driving because you're just jumping all over the place.
I also see Star Trek's in here later on too. Ooh.
That's what I said. You're jumping subjects.
I didn't see that one. I just saw the other one.
What other one? There was no other Star Trek.
New shows on TV fall lineup.
No, I'm talking about Star Trek.
Okay.
So what about Star Trek, Scott?
Are you really talking about Star Trek?
Well, you are.
Oh. Well, you made it go away, so I have absolutely no idea what was there.
Well, what does it say?
Oh, it was right about the electric. I thought we talked about the electric bandages. No, I saw that myself, and I was thinking about moving it over, and I saw you already had it, so I thought that was pretty cool.
What is?
The electric bandages.
Okay, Scott. So here, let me explain how a talk show works. See, I put these subjects here, and then you're surprised by them, but then you tell the audience what the subject is. You don't keep them in the dark. So could you please explain to everybody what you're going? Oh, yeah, that works. Star Trek, yeah.
It works.
Just what? Could you please tell everybody what you're talking about?
It's an electric bandage. What's so hard to understand about an electric bandage?
What is an electric bandage?
You plug yourself into the wall and it fixes your boo-boo.
You plug yourself into the wall. I mean, they're not battery powered.
Well, the battery powered ones are so you can leave the house. But then when you come back, you got to plug the battery in the wall.
Well, how is it a Band-Aid?
I have no idea. I don't remember what I read because of all the stuff going on this week. So, but it did seem kind of interesting. And then I said, well, we'll talk about it when Steve starts the show.
Well, have researchers developed an inexpensive Band-Aids with an electric field to promote healing in chronic wounds? In animal testing, wounds that were treated with these electric bandages healed 30% faster than wounds treated with conventional bandages. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, and something about less chance of infection. I remember reading that too. But I don't know. I don't know, Steve. So what else was there?
So they put an electrical field around it. And you know how they were like healing broken bones with the little thing around it? With electrical fields and everything?
Someday we'll probably get to that. I don't see that happening in my lifetime, but it's potential. But that sounds like a good thing because like this Band-Aid here is waterproof. Now, I don't know if you remember, but as kids, you couldn't go in a swimming pool with a Band-Aid on because it would just come up and get stuck in the filters. So they wouldn't let you in the public pools with Band-Aids on. But nowadays, these damn things, I was finishing draining the pool today, so I'm in the pool on my hands and knees, sucking the water up, and this was underwater, and it's dry. It's like pretty impressive.
So maybe you wouldn't have had skin cancer if they would have given you one of these. It would have healed already.
Ooh.
See? Electric Band-Aids.
They are
It's
spiffy.
a Band-Aid. It's a Band-Aid. See?
And it's
Electric
not like
Band-Aid.
the concert Band-Aid. But yeah, it's pretty nifty.
See?
So maybe I could talk them into giving me one of these after they do the surgery. That'd be nice.
Yeah, tell me you want electric Band-Aid, how it works.
Yeah. That's a really damn good idea, Steve. Thanks.
It's so weird. You want to jump to another subject now?
What
Or you
about
talking about
that drug campaign in
Dr.
Chicago?
Liz?
Oh, no. We did that already, Steve. I know.
What's the next subject, Scott?
All right, let's see. New shows on TV fall lineup starts around the 17th of October, which is not correct.
That is correct.
It is not
Most-
correct.
Most of the shows start around there.
That is correct. Most of them do, but they've already started.
That's
And
not
we
correct.
saw-
That is correct.
We
That's
saw.
correct. That's not correct.
It's not correct, Steve. You are incorrect.
Yes, there have been some shows that have started already. Like
Yes. Well, we watched the new shipboard doctor on the cruise ship. I'm trying to Dr. Odyssey.
what? Doc,
That was kind of cool. Then we saw the new Matlock show.
don't ruin the twist.
Which
Don't ruin the
which-
twist. She has.
I'm
she
not going
has
to
you-
say anything.
She
Not
asked you
gonna
at
say-
the end. Don't ruin the twist at who she really is and who she
Yes.
really is, and that
It's
she's
impressive.
an alien from outer space.
Yes. So you're definitely going to want to watch that show too. So, and then there was a third one. What was the third one we saw? Oh, crap. Hold on.
High
I
Rescue.
should have wrote it down.
High Rescue.
I don't think so.
Brilliant Minds.
Did that one start already?
Brilliant Minds did. Yeah, you got to watch that one.
Is that the one with
Spock?
Yes.
Yes.
I am so impressed with him as an actor. I mean,
Quintus.
yeah, he did such a great job as Spock. And then I saw him, the bad guy, in oh my God, what is it? It's 42. I'm pretty sure it's 42. You remember that? There's two movies. The first one, as he was in the second one. It's when they're super soldier people.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Why the hell can't I remember? I'm sure it's 42.
So Zachary Quinto. Brilliant Minds Beyond Heroes. Using Heroes. Hitman Agent 47.
That's it, 47, not 42. Okay, that's why. So, yeah, the first movie was with an actor that I really, really, really like. Oh, crap. Did we go away?
No, I'm here. Are you here?
My window went away. I
I'm
see
here.
nothing. What the hell?
I'm still
There it
on,
is.
I'm still on Twitch.
All right, that one came back, but this one's still missing. Okay, everything came back. That
I
was
see
weird.
recording
Somehow
still.
everything's
I
everything's
see
shrunk.
recording and
Went
live
away.
streaming.
Yep, we're good. We're good.
But Brilliant Minds. That's a good
Yep.
one.
So yeah, it was when I saw the previews, I was a little concerned. I didn't think I was going to like it, but I wanted to
which
give it
one?
a chance. The new one, the Brilliant Minds.
Did you see it?
Yes. He does a fantastic job. Holy
I'm
cow.
not too sure if I like the photography. It's kind of dark,
Okay.
right?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. So,
So you know what other show you should watch?
the Don't Know Show.
High Potential.
High Potential.
Have you seen that one?
Wait a minute. That sounds familiar. Is that the one? Oh, yes. The woman who,
The woman who cleans
has.
the offices, who's
Yes. We saw that one too.
got a real
Very
high-
good.
Yeah, that's a good
Yes.
one too.
It was. So those are the 4 shows that we saw.
Okay. Other shows you should watch for that are coming up though, but not till around the. See, well, 911 also did their premieres.
Yes.
911 and 911 Lone Star.
Yeah, we don't watch those.
You should. What about Rescue High Surf? Did you guys like White Baywatch?
No.
Then you should watch Rescue High Surf.
Since we didn't like Baywatch, we should watch Rescue High Surf.
Yeah,
even though
because it's not like
basically
Baywatch. Because it's not
It's
like
not
Baywatch.
like. Okay.
Yeah, it would be a good version of what Baywatch should have been.
Okay.
And then Elizabeth's coming back on.
Yes, we definitely
Tracker-
are waiting for that.
Tracker's
Tracker's
coming back
one we
on.
like. Yep.
Remember The Irrational?
Yes, he's supposed to be coming back.
He's coming back. Remember my theory on The Irrational?
No.
I got to prove it out this year. So it's the Scooby-Doo theory. The first person that he talks to is the person who did it.
Oh, like Columbo.
No, like Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, Columbo did the same thing. Trust me.
I
You're not
would've
old
got
enough
away
for
with it.
Columbo.
I would have got away with it if it wasn't for you meddling kids.
Yeah, that's right.
Then there's a lot of shows that are on other
That works.
what are they, networks? I don't know. What are they?
Well, CBS is a network. ABC's a network.
No, but I mean
NBC's a network.
other not broadcast networks. Like
Oh,
cable.
streaming services.
Streaming, yeah, that.
Yes, there's a couple. Like we're waiting for the Wheel of Time to come back. They said it's coming back. We're waiting for it.
There's supposed to be a couple of game shows that are coming out. I don't know where they're coming, what channel they're coming on. One of them is Are You Smarter Than a Celebrity? I think it's called.
Yes, they played off. Are you smarter than a 6-year-old or whatever?
I think 6-year-olds are smarter.
Yeah, sometimes they were. I got a kick out of that show. I didn't watch it very often, but sometimes the kids were really on the money, and other times they were so far out it was just funny.
So it's let's see, TV series, quiz show. Are You Smarter Than a Celebrity? An adult contestant joins a classroom of celebrities to answer elementary level questions. Travis Kelce is going to be the host, and it is Wednesday, October 16th.
Okay.
On or around the 17th. So the 16th, but it doesn't say what.
I hate when that happens.
Watch this. Where can I see it? It doesn't say where you can see it.
Well, you know why they do that, right? They want you to keep coming back and look at all the other advertising stuff before they let you know.
So I have no idea where to go. There's the release date. There's another game show too.
Yeah, I
What
saw a
was
couple
put down?
previews of game shows, but I don't usually do them. The only thing I do that's
Because
game
this will
show,
be stupid.
yes.
Am I still
The only
sharing?
thing I
Did
do that's
just-
game show related is I watch. Oh my God! Now we're having a brain fart. Top 10 answers are on the board.
Survey says Steve Harvey.
Steve Harvey,
Family
yes.
Food.
I watch
Food?
his reels because he's funny. He really is.
Family Food.
Family Feud. Yep, that's it. So,
But
but
it's just so weird that it doesn't.
he
tell
does
you.
it in other countries too, and that makes it even more interesting because they say words to him and he doesn't have a clue what the word means. He's like, "What?"
Yeah, this is so weird. Doesn't tell you where to watch it.
Well,
TV reality parent guide. Details, release date, October 16th, United States. Official site. Let's go to the official site.
good
Travis
idea, Steve.
Kelce, Smarter Than a Fifth Grader. Spinoff. 20 episodes. Contestants, 11 range questions. Amazon Prime has not announced a premiere date. So I'm going to guess it's going to be on Amazon Prime.
That would make sense.
So there you go. Okay.
So, okay. All right. Guess what?
It's halftime.
I'm gone.
Well, since Scott left and left that grotesque picture on the screen, let's bring in Fun Guy the Entertainer. Hey, Fun Guy, you there?
Is that me? Oh, that's me. Hi, Steve. How are you?
Me. So you decided to put a big obstacle in our way this week for the genuine positivity message.
Yes, I did. Obstacles make you stronger. Doesn't that make sense? All right. Just because there are mountains to climb doesn't mean you can't start with a hill. Because after all, the hill thinks it's a mountain. Sure. Delusions of grandeur. What do you mean? No. Yes. Are you having a spasm? Yeah. You look like Max Headroom again. That's scary. We fixed that problem a long time ago, Steve. Oh, you're a weirdo.
You're a weirdo.
No. I should have Peggy come upstairs and whack you in the back of the head.
What's our next subject, Scott?
Something about, we already
Mary?
did the sunglasses,
That was a movie.
didn't we? Didn't we do the sunglasses last week? I'm pretty sure we did.
Not these sunglasses.
The ones that protect you from AI.
We did?
Yes.
Okay. Then do the next one.
All right. This, I think, is also really, 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 really cool. For $1, you used to be able to buy a balloon. Now they're $3. Okay. So if you want enough balloons to get into space, you have to have a lot of money and a lot of balloons. Or have one big, ginormous one, like this one. That is a real space balloon. And again, I think this one came from the Kingsman.
I just want you to watch this beginning part again. There goes, but what's that falling off of it?
Yeah, I saw that.
And wait, what's that falling off of it? I don't know if I necessarily want to go up in this thing.
Exactly.
So they did a test flight.
Yes. Isn't this the one where they're supposed to get higher than any private space thing has gone so far?
Boldly go where no one's gone before.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, that is weird that they don't even say what that is, do they?
No, it's a fall off. It's a test flight.
Right.
I think it's got stuff falling off. I don't know why they show it twice though.
Yeah.
Kind of weird.
Very weird. But excuse me. That's okay. I cooked porterhouse steaks on the grill day.
That was
Ooh,
100,000.
so yummy.
100,000 feet.
Which is a lot of feet.
But now they're saying that the passenger service is going to start in 2026. I thought it was going to start in 2025.
Oh. Maybe they came up with a glitch that they need to address. You know, like 444 South 3rd Street.
You need to dress it.
Address.
You're going to have that stuff falling off of it.
Yes. So if things are falling off, there's a problem. Let's fix this, people. You're not supposed to make this difficult. You're supposed to make it safe and fun so that we can make a lot of money.
Like the guys who went down to the Titanic and blew up.
Yeah, no, they did not blow up. They imploded.
Blowed up real good.
There's your difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's getting closer.
Well, it's one of those things. It's like people climb up the Mount Everest, and how many people die every year doing that? So it is not a safe thing to do. So
How many?
granted, if I had the money and I was in good physical shape, I would probably take one of those spaceships that goes up for people just to do it, you know, because I think that would be awesome. However, you can die, but then again, you could die walking across the street. So,
Die driving your car.
yeah, which I do a lot.
So how many people die every year, Scott?
On Mount Everest, I'm going to say at least a dozen.
I'm going to say no.
No?
It says more than 340 people have died while attempting to climb Mount Everest since records began in 1922.
Okay.
That's only 4.4 per year.
Okay. Less than I would have anticipated, but still.
Well, some years would be more,
Exactly.
and some years would be none. But that's 4.4.
Okay. Now, needless to say, technology makes it a lot easier because they bring air tanks and all sorts of shit up. So,
Yes, but out of 322 people, how many dead bodies are still up there?
quite a few. It's too dangerous to go and get them.
How many? Give me a number.
I'm going to say 164.
Higher.
Ooh.
That's
Does it
only
break
half.
200?
200.
Okay.
They're estimating approximately 200.
Yeah.
Just leave them there.
I mean,
Hi,
think about
Charlie.
it.
See you next time I come climbing.
Yeah, exactly. So, what the hell? I mean, sticking them in the ground or putting them in a furnace and putting their ashes somewhere is, this is what they wanted to do. They died doing it. It's good enough.
Good enough.
It's like in the Navy. My dad was in the Navy, and he said there were times where people were killed, and they really do. They wrap them up, put a flag on them, and drop them in the water.
What do you do in Star Trek?
Well, shoot them into space. That's correct.
Unless you're Spock. Then they pop you on a regenerating planet, then you get born again.
Yay! That was so cool.
Was it?
It was.
Hmm.
Do you have any idea how panicky people were when Spock died? I mean, truly apeshit crazy, going like, "Oh my God, you can't kill Spock!"
You do know it's a fictional character, right?
No,
The actor really didn't die.
you know how many people think soap operas are real?
Wait a minute. You mean they aren't? The next thing you're going to be telling me is that the WWE is fake too.
Oh no, they said that it is fake, but they said it because they were under duress. It's not fake. Everybody knows that. It's on the internet. It's real.
That's what Abe Lincoln said.
That's right. All right. What else we got?
Read the next subject and tell me what's wrong with that.
Who worded this? New technique allows for better brain mapping without damaging donor brains. What the heck were they doing before?
That's what I want to know. They've been mapping brains for a long time. And damaging them?
Well, a donor brain means it comes from a cadaver. So in that case, it's not that big of a deal. However, it would be kind of scary.
Hey, we've gotten better. We're going to map your brain, Scott, while it's in your body, because we had this donor brain. We only damaged it a little.
That's right. So we could probably do yours without any damage whatsoever.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
How
you're
is that
mapping it-
comforting?
Yeah.
How is that comforting?
Is
New
it
techniques.
the Museum
What were they
of Science?
doing before?
Is it the Museum of Science and Industry that has slivers of somebody's brain that you could see?
There's a lot of those places. They're called bodies exhibits. They're called bodies.
Mm.
And they took cadavers and they sliced them.
Right, but there's
There's a lot
somebody
of
famous
places.
that
There's one here in
donated
Vegas.
their brain to do that.
Yeah, but that's sliced brains. That's not mapped.
Correct.
Mapping a brain is where you poke a part of the body and then that part of the brain reacts.
Yes.
To test the nerve pathways. That's just weird.
Cool. It is weird.
It's just one of those.
Hey,
it's another one of
dude.
those-
We're getting pretty good at this. The last guy we did this to, I mean, he had this like really weird death problem, but other than that, everything went great.
It's just I like reading these subjects going, what were they trying to say? Like this
Yeah.
next one. Read the next headline.
OMG. Based on this headline, the world is going to end. Well, of course it is. Might be a couple billion years from now, but at some point it will end.
Just read the damn.
Oh, keep reading. I thought I was just reading the thing. Victoria Beckham suffers a cooking disaster while trying to whip up a tasty breakfast for daughter Harper, who's only 13.
So, what do you think happened based on that subject?
Okay. Well, it's a cooking disaster. So she blew up the house and they died.
Or
She
the
cooked something that was
panned off, and the oil spilled on her and her daughter.
Or she accidentally poisoned her daughter with rotten food.
Right.
Okay.
You know what happened? She managed to mess up the recipe, and she made a pancake omelet hybrid.
A pancake omelet hybrid.
I tried to make pancakes, but I put too much eggs in there, so it became a pancake omelet hybrid.
Okay.
This is the cooking disaster.
Okay.
That is not a cooking disaster.
No.
I think she needs a hula hoop.
I was going to say, if it wasn't for, I'm not a big omelet eater because I'm not a big fan of scrambled eggs, and basically an omelet is scrambled eggs with stuff in it. So,
well, these are scrambled eggs with pancakes in it, apparently.
Yeah.
Why am I all red?
But you all right? As fun guy the entertainer cooks for you, I will tell you.
Sun went down.
There are times where I will mistakenly add something that normally doesn't go to something. And then my brain says, I can't believe I did that. And then I go, hey, wait a minute. That's in there. But if I add this to it, that might taste good. And like 95% of the time, it does. That's how you make new stuff.
When the sun goes down.
Oh, when the sun goes down.
I get red.
Yes, you do. You know why?
I get rid of some of my redness here.
Yeah. It's all that damn.
That.
Oh, God, you look like an alien. You're supposed to be a robot, Steve, not an alien. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean neon at you.
I'm on Mars.
No. That's not from Mars. That's from Captain
down
America.
About the saturation down helped.
The bad guy was red.
All right, that's a little better. No, I'm not red anymore.
Yay.
But yeah, I mean, like, again, I read these headlines and I go, what the? Sensationalize it. Get them in. You know, we haven't talked about in a long time.
Yes.
What?
Well, we can't talk about it because we're not supposed to talk about it. We get in trouble if we talk about it.
Read the next subject.
Lotus just designed an interesting car. At a quick glance, I thought it was a new Batmobile design. Okay. Okay. It does almost look like a Batmobile, except, no weapons. So that would be kind of bad.
Kind of cool.
So 80 grand.
I can't find there. Kind of cool looking.
Yeah, it's definitely a high-end sports car.
That's why
that looks like a Batmobile. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, Goops. Didn't mean to do that.
Well, they had better pictures.
I wish you had better pictures too, Steve. Do better next time.
But it's a 3-seater. Driver sits in the front, in the center.
Interesting.
It definitely looks like a Batmobile interior, though. Look at that.
The newer Batmobiles, not the original, because obviously Batman and Robin rode together. So, but like the one that was a monster truck.
I thought those were the pedals at first. That's the seat.
That does not look comfortable.
That's kind of cool. It's got that stripe that changes colors and little light display on the side.
Right.
But yeah, there's the interior. I mean, that's like that. The steering wheel comes out. Kind
Right.
of weird. But yeah. And those are just regular Lotuses. But yeah, I thought that was weird, but it's kind of cool looking.
Yeah.
All right, I've got some bad news for you.
This is supposed to be a good news show, Steve.
I am-
Good news only.
I'm going only to eat liquids for the next month and a half.
Okay, there's a problem with that.
What is that?
You don't eat liquids, you drink liquids.
Yeah, well, I'll be eating them. If I want to have a pizza, I'm going to put it in a blender and blend it and drink it.
Oh, I see. But you're still, yeah. So,
Yeah. So I've got to get this, I got to get past this.
Roadblock?
Yeah.
I get it.
My body going. So starting on the 2nd, not the 1st, so Wednesday, I'll be doing protein drinks and liquids and
Okay. Just remember what protein drinks are going to do with you at the workplace.
What are they going to do with me at the workplace?
They're going to make you in the bathroom a lot.
No. I do protein drinks now.
Oh.
No. So this next one's all yours.
Let's see. We just did that one. More food I'm not eating. It's up to me. Burger King is launching 3 never-before-seen Whoppers this fall. So aren't Whoppers fibs?
Oh, what does FIB stand for?
Well, that's something else too. But dishonesty fib. When a kid tells a fib, a lie.
I don't understand.
Yes, you do. You just want to be a pain in the ass.
Well, explain it
All
to
right.
us, Scott.
Let's see. What is the $1 million Whopper?
Burger King has reviewed more than 1 million contest submissions and narrowed it down to 3 finalists.
Okay. Why is this not
But my
opening
question
so I
for
can see
you
it?
is, what is a fib?
It is a derogatory term for people who come up to Wisconsin from Illinois.
Oh, I forgot about that. I really did.
Yes.
All right, so you don't have to read here. It's on the screen. There's your 3 Whoppers.
Okay. Got to wait for it to get sharp and focused here. There we go. Now I can see it. Let's see. Fried pickle ranch Whopper. Nope. Maple bourbon barbecue Whopper. Yes. Mexican street corn Whopper. Maybe.
You have to try all 3 of them. So bring them on the show.
I'm not a fan of fried pickles at all.
Too bad. I ate food. Now you eat food.
Created by Fabian of California.
These are fan
features-
favorites. So the fans created these, and the winners got the new Whoppers are going to bring out.
Okay. Yeah,
So you
there's
have
no
to-
doubt about it. The maple bourbon barbecue is definitely a wiener.
You would do
The
that
street. Oh, I definitely eat that.
one? Okay.
I don't eat Burger King very often. They're okay for change of pace type situation. I like Wendy's better. Their French fries at Wendy's are much better too.
So what you're saying is you tend to like eating Wendy's more than you like eating King's.
Yeah, that would also be a factual statement.
Okay.
You know what's really, really weird about this show?
That the subjects tie into everything?
Well, no. The double cheeseburger at Burger King's great, or at Wendy's. So, most of the burger doubles at Wendy's are good. But no, the fact that we ran out of show subjects on the actual board at the right time. We haven't done that in a long time.
Do you think I don't do that on purpose? I mean, I copied and put them down here. See, look, they're down lower.
Sure,
I know
you
what I'm
did.
doing.
Sure, you did.
I know how to time a show.
Yeah, yeah.
So let's end the
Steve
show on food.
Ooh,
We talked about girl math
yes.
and we talked about boy math. Do you remember what boy math was?
I know what girl math was.
What's boy math?
Well,
Girl math was when you return a pair of shoes and you now have $80 and now you go buy whatever you want because that's free money.
right.
What's boy math? You've been part of boy math.
I've been part of boy math.
Yeah. Well, see, honey, I need to buy this really good DJ booth because I can make money at it. So I'm gonna go spend the money on buying these lights and that for the DJ booth.
Okay.
I gotta buy a new hard drive, honey, because I can go make money for that. Oh, I gotta buy this tool because it'll help me work on the buses. Instead of paying somebody else to do it, I'll buy the tool and then I'll do it for less money. That's boy math.
Okay, that makes sense.
Thank you. So now we're back to girls. And what do you have
Yes.
for girls?
Well, it's the word of the week, and it is girl dinner, which is technically two words again, but they go together to make a word, which is weird, but whatever.
You know
Steve
what
is
girl
already.
dinner- You know what girl dinner was called before it was called girl dinner?
Uh,
Well, tell us what girl dinner is, and I'll tell you what it was called beforehand.
all right. It is often attractively presented collection of snacks that involve little preparation, such as small quantities of cold cuts, cheese, fruit, cherry tomatoes, etc., deemed sufficient to constitute a meal for one.
And what do you call a platter of meats and cheeses?
Well, how about a charcuterie board?
Yeah, how about a charcuterie board? Or if you're just looking for stuff out of the refrigerator, how about leftovers?
Leftovers. Another thing would be, of course, a party tray.
Or a party tray,
Yeah.
but for one. So there's a girl dinner.
That's more than I eat.
Look, there's a girl dinner.
Okay. Oh, and of course, girl dinners are habitually close to being good for you, quote unquote.
Where's all the pictures?
Who
Fruit
knows?
and veggie tray.
Oh, it's because you forgot to upgrade your Chrome.
Lazy girl dinner. See? Quesadilla.
Do you ever eat at Chili's?
Do I ever eat chili? I love chili.
Okay, Steve, let's try this one more time.
Oh,
Do
you
you ever
Applebee's?
Eat at
Applebee's is good.
Chili's. Chili's and Applebee's are similar restaurants, but they are completely different.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, what are you talking
They
about?
have a dish called a brisket quesadilla, which I think would be a good addition to those girl dinners.
But that's not a girl dinner.
Well, that's because it has too much. But the one, they had turkey in the one, but yeah, brisket's beef. I guess they probably don't do a lot of beef in girl dinners. But to be perfectly honest with you, most women I know love beef too.
Love these two what?
Beef, baby. Get the stuff out of your ears.
Is that how you pick women up? Hey, honey, you want to come have some of my beef?
Yep.
I mean, go to
Those-
Chili's and have a brisket quesadilla.
Now, honestly, what I do is I order it without the jalapenos because jalapenos make my lips burn way too much. But
shredded cheese, slow smoke pulled brisket, jalapenos, new house barbecue, served with pico, sour cream ranch. You know the difference between pico and salsa? Fun guy to entertain cooks for you.
Salsa is usually soupier, so you can dip your chips into it. Pico de gallo
No.
is
What's the
Pico-
main difference between pico and salsa?
I think it's the poblano
No.
peppers because I don't think we put that in
Has
salsa.
to do with how you prepare it. You cook salsa.
Okay, so you make it soup.
And it'll
out
last
instead.
longer. Yeah, you heat it up, break it down. Where
I've never made salsa. When I want salsa, I just buy a jar
never made
of the
salsa?
shit. Never.
Wait.
I make pico de gallo from
You
scratch.
make pico.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't do that this year because the stuff didn't come out right.
What stuff?
The Roma tomatoes, none of them, the plant died. Never had that happen
He
before.
died?
It died.
Oh, that sucks, dude.
Yep. So, and honestly, I've made pico de gallo with other tomatoes. It doesn't work so good because they're too soupy.
Yeah. You got to get a good beefsteak tomato.
Beefsteak tomatoes are awesome for sandwiches.
Yeah. They're really good for sandwiches.
BLTs.
They're really good for that.
All right. So what are you going to do tonight, Steve?
But you know what else is good for that? What am I going to
Peanut
do?
butter? Yeah. I was ending the show, Steve.
I'm going to watch the football game.
Which reminds me, how'd the Packers do? I heard everybody screaming from my neighbors. I don't know if that's a good scream or bad scream. Okay.
I think they lost. I don't remember. Bears won.
They were losing, so.
The Bears won.
The Bears.
I don't remember. Let's go to NFL.com.
So they were down like 28-7 in the.
It was crazy games. A lot of scores really fast this week.
Yes. But from what I understand, the Vikings are expected to do Super Bowl this year. So.
All right. Let's see. Baltimore, Buffalo. That's going on now. That's the Sunday night game. 21-3. So that's going to be a boring game. There's 2 games on Monday night. Tennessee and Miami, Seattle, Detroit. Dallas won over the Giants. I got a bunch of shit open here. Falcons beat the Saints. Cincinnati beat the Carolina Panthers. Chicago Bears beat the Rams.
Oh, my God. It was a close-ass game.
Minnesota won
31-29.
29, yeah.
Wow. They came back big time.
Love couldn't get it together.
That's why the neighbors were going crazy because they came so close. From what I understand, they missed a couple field goals, and that's what killed them.
Yeah, at the end of the game, both teams missed field goals. The Minnesota could have put it with 4 points away, and Green Bay missed the field goal at the end to win the game.
Right.
Houston beat Jacksonville. Indy beat Pittsburgh. Boo. The Jets got creamed 10-9.
Sour cream?
1 point. Tampa Bay looked good. Beat Philly. Washington beat Arizona 42-14. San Francisco 30. New England 13. And Kansas City squeaked one out 17-10.
See that? That's what we should do from now on. We should become a sports show. No.
And then the Raiders. Yes, because you know all about sports.
Because now the end of the show, which was the word of the week, we're now giving you all scores of all the games today and tomorrow.
So thank you for watching.
And if you feel our show is not a bad life decision,
then watch more football games. Please subscribe, watch other shows and channels. Go down to whathappened.world down there. And I want you to live every day, and we'll see you on the next show.
Be genuinely positive, live and love life, and have a good one.
Be crazy, and just amaze me.